Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The week of August 25th on The Bold and the Beautiful is shaping up to be one of the most complicated stretches of drama we've seen in a while, and the storylines are going to pull in several directions that collide in ways nobody expects. Everything is set to come to a boiling point, and the fallout is going to leave families questioning loyalties, relationships, and what the future actually looks like. At the heart of it all are Will Spencer's surprising morning after, Hope's tense interaction with Carter, and Liam being forced to think about what his life is going to be now that everything around him feels like it's breaking apart. When the week kicks off, the spotlight falls on Will. Viewers who have been waiting for him to step into adult territory will see him in a way they never have before. After the shocking events of the previous evening, Will wakes up in circumstances that leave him disoriented, conflicted, and almost panicked. This isn't the same young Spencer we last saw as a supporting figure in family drama. This is a man dealing with the consequences of choices he might not have been ready to make. The morning after storyline is going to give fans their first real glimpse at how the show plans to use Will moving forward, and whether he's being groomed to take a central role in Spencer Publications or to carry on the complicated romantic and family legacies that have defined the Spencer name. The tension around Will is not just about his personal life. His morning after moment becomes a family affair, with Bill inevitably catching wind of his son's situation. Bill is a father who has tried to balance ruthless business tactics with family loyalty, but when it comes to Will, his protective side comes out in ways that don't always land well. Expect Bill to confront him, possibly pushing harder than necessary. Bill may see himself in Will's mistakes, and instead of guiding him with patience, he might project his own regrets, sparking conflict rather than comfort. Katie will also likely step in, though her reaction may be gentler. She knows what it's like to be caught between strong Spencer personalities, and her instinct will be to cushion the blow for Will, but that doesn't mean she won't lay down a line of tough love. Meanwhile, Hope Logan finds herself in a situation that she wasn't expecting. After trying to move forward from her failed relationships and emotional roller coasters with Thomas and Liam, she's faced with Carter Walton stepping into her orbit at a very vulnerable time. Hope has been clinging to the idea of rebuilding her independence, but Carter's presence complicates matters. Not because he intends to pursue her in a calculated way, but because their interaction is layered with timing, raw emotion, and interference. Carter has always been a figure of reason and stability, but he's also struggled with heartbreak after heartbreak. He might be drawn to Hope in a moment where both of them are looking for reassurance, and that kind of chemistry can easily ignite. But just when Hope and Carter appear to be inching closer to a vulnerable moment, something cuts them off. An interruption comes at exactly the wrong, or maybe exactly the right time. For fans, this interruption will feel like a deliberate move by the writers to remind us that Hope never gets a clean shot at romance or clarity. Her story is constantly interrupted, either by circumstance or by the people who refuse to let her chart her own path. This time, the interruption may not only block a kiss or confession, but also remind Hope that moving on is never as simple as taking comfort in someone new. Liam, meanwhile, is caught between trying to redefine his place in the world and realizing that every decision he's made is coming back to haunt him. For months, Liam has been spinning in circles between Steffy and Hope, unable to commit fully to either woman. Now, with Hope pulling away and Steffy firmly committed to her family with Finn, Liam's reality is one of isolation. The week of August 25th brings him to a crossroads where he must ask himself what his future truly looks like. He can't keep running back and forth, and he can't keep hoping the women in his life will fix his indecision. The writers are leaning into Liam's identity crisis, and it's going to be painful for him. He may find himself confiding in Wyatt, who has always been more grounded, or even leaning toward advice from Bill, though that could backfire if his father pushes him to toughen up rather than deal with his emotions. Liam's tendency to wallow in guilt could drive him to make yet another rash move, whether that means making a last-ditch plea to Hope, confronting Carter about staying away from her, or inserting himself into Steffy's life despite her pleas to let her family be. Fans should be ready for Liam to unravel, and it won't be easy to watch. Back to Will. His situation could serve as a mirror for Liam. While Liam wrestles with years of poor choices, Will is at the beginning of his journey. The parallels between the two Spencer men will be important, and viewers will notice that Liam may even project his own failures onto his younger brother. If Liam sees Will making mistakes, he may try to lecture him in a way that only highlights Liam's hypocrisy. It sets up powerful scenes where family dynamics come to the forefront. Bill trying to father both sons in very different ways, Liam stumbling to give advice he can't even follow himself, and Will resisting the urge to let anyone dictate how he should live. Hope and Carter's thread, on the other hand, is likely to expand beyond a simple moment of tension. That interruption may lead to conversations that stir up bigger questions. Does Hope see Carter as a real possibility, or is she using him as a rebound to fill the void Thomas and Liam left behind? Does Carter want to risk entangling himself in another complicated relationship after his disappointments with Quinn, Zoe, and Katie? The interruption, as frustrating as it may be, saves them from diving into something neither of them is ready for. But it doesn't erase the spark. It just puts it on pause, leaving the door wide open for future developments. Throughout the week, expect ripple effects. Steffy may learn of Liam's growing despair, which could lead to tense moments with Finn, especially if Liam leans on her once again. Brooke, ever protective of her daughter, may also become aware of Carter being around Hope, which would lead her to question his intentions. Brooke has never been shy about interfering, and this could ignite a Logan Forster-Walton clash that complicates One of the most everything.
fascinating
Aspects of the week is how much the writers are focusing on generational conflict. While stepping into adulthood, Liam questioning his future, Hope teetering between independence and vulnerability, and Bill, Brooke, Katie, and Ridge all hovering with their own judgments. This is the classic bold and the beautiful formula of intertwining personal mistakes with family meddling. It's not just about who ends up with who. It's about how every choice has consequences that echo through the family trees. By the end of the week, viewers should expect several cliffhangers. Will's morning after may lead to a shocking reveal about who he was with and what that means for his next steps. Hope and Carter's near moment will leave fans debating whether they're destined to try again. Liam's emotional spiral will set the stage for either redemption or deeper collapse. And hovering above it all will be the question of whether any of these characters can truly grow, or whether they're doomed to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. The bold and the beautiful thrives on emotional fallout, and the week of August 25th promises exactly that. Nobody comes out unscathed. Every interaction is going to lead to misunderstandings, accusations, or heartfelt admissions. Families will be divided, relationships will be tested, and futures will hang in the balance. As the credits roll on each episode, fans will be left asking, will Spencer rise from his morning after as a stronger, wiser man, or will his choices drag him down a dangerous path? Will Hope allow herself to find solace in Carter, or will she shut down another possibility before it even starts? And will Liam finally face the reality of his indecision, or will he sink deeper into the spiral of regret that has defined so much of his past? One thing is certain. The week of August 25th is going to be unforgettable, and fans should buckle up for a roller coaster of emotions, secrets, and explosive confrontations. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.